Yo guys, what's up? DLE Kamel here, and I've got some absolutely massive leaks that have come from the one and only Elfoman. That is right, Elfoman has returned. A lot of people thought that whatever method he was using to get the leaks from Konami, whatever compromised backdoor he was using was compromised, that he was no longer going to be able to deliver us leaks. But today he's coming through with some confirmed Arc 5 world character IDs. Now, before, Elfoman was giving us the box leaks, but here he is giving us some character leaks. It's a little different, but I hold him to it, and these descriptions look like they are legitimate. Now, if you would like to know previously what we knew on this information in order to know what is the new stuff, before the last update that we had on this was that we got access to Declan Acaba's character description, which appears to be the exact same here, so I will not bother reading it. But there was a lot of speculation as to whether he would be the main character of Arc 5 World or not. But with this, we have two other guaranteed character IDs that definitely contradict that. The first being the protagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 himself, Sakaki Yuya. Yuya attends Yugioh Duel School, which isn't exactly the most popular duel school in Paradise City, but that won't stop him from becoming a great duel-tainer like his father, Yugioh Sakaki. Ooh, they're mentioning his father in the text. I hope he will be a character. When his dad gave him a special pendulum-shaped pendant, he never knew its powers would allow him to become the first ever duelist to pendulum summon, making him a pioneer for a whole new way of dueling with his Odd Eyes pendulum dragon by his side. Yuya is ready to swing into action, and yes, Odd Eyes is Yuya's ace monster. They are confirming it, so that is really exciting. However, guys, keep in mind the ace monsters, the way Konami has been doing them so far, you will not be able to obtain them for free. So Yuya is confirmed. The next we have is Zuzu Boyle, which is the main female character. As Yuya's lifelong friend, Zuzu isn't afraid to tell it like it is and put Yuya in check when he goes too far. She's the daughter of Skip Boyle, the head teacher of Yugioh Duel School. She wears a unique bracelet that she's never taken off. Some say she was born with it on her wrist. The bracelet emits a strange power when she at least expects it, which often gets her in trouble, but since she doesn't always want to count on you to bail her out, she learns how to fusion summon to protect herself in Yugioh Duel School. Her ace monster is Bloom Diva, the Melodious Choir. So let's talk about this monster for a little bit. Bloom Diva, the Melodious Choir, light, level 6 fairy fusion. This states you need one Melodious Maestra monster and one Melodious monster. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, you take no battle damage from attacks involving this card. If this card battles a special summon monster after damage calculation, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference between the original attack of that opponent's monster and this card. And if you do, destroy that opponent's monster. It will be interesting to see how that effect damage goes through in Duel Links. They will likely half that in some way, but you will still end up destroying a monster. Now, someone had mentioned to me that Melodious, we do have pretty much all of their archetype in the game. You can see all the Melodious monsters here are in that one box, Masters of Shadow, but there are a few that we don't have, and this is one of the few. Bloom Diva, the Melodious Chair. Other than that, there's 4 down here that we don't have, so it will be interesting to see what we get with Zuzu Boyle. The previous character in her position, which was Tori, they kind of like, you know, were able to get around releasing too many archetype specific cards with her. Hopefully with Zuzu, they really take this opportunity to round out the Melodious archetype so that we can actually play the deck. I'm sure a lot of people who already have it would like to play it, and getting so much of the deck with the character would be nice, but we really only have a few cards that you could get, which is this card and these 3 down here. This is a fusion summon, I believe, and 3 effect monsters. So yeah, that is Zuzu Boyle and Melodious. The boss monster seems pretty cool. It seems like a pretty stacked boss monster with a lot of effects, although it is pretty vulnerable except by regular destruction. All right, Then we have Declan Acaba. His description is back, so I am not gonna read it, but he's the DDD guy. And something that is nice about this is that we know that these three characters will be on the starting roster of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. Usually we would have to wait like 4 or 5 months for a character like Declan Acaba, but his IDs were released way farther back, and I'm definitely hoping that the New World Structure deck is centered around DDD and DDD support. It's a great opportunity. They only make these structure decks when you will have other cards to take advantage of them on the New World release. It looks like we're going to be getting Declan Acaba on New World release. This is the perfect opportunity for a DDD structure deck. Of course, Yuya could get the structure deck as well, but it would just be Performa Pals. I feel like a lot of the Odd Eye support is pretty powerful for Duel Links, I think so. It would be interesting to see how they incorporate that. Let me know in the comments who you guys think should get the structure deck slot and why, Performa Pals or DDD. Now, I am going to say this is pretty good. We're going to get 3 solid decks at the start of the world. However, you will note that they are saving a lot of the if you do watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, you'll know that a lot of characters reappear from the previous anime in here, and we are also not seeing any of the villain characters on launch either. They have a lot of new archetypes that are not already released, and there are also many archetypes that characters have from Arc 5, but we already have their decks in Duel Links, such as Super Heavy Samurai, Yosenju, you know, all that stuff. So I do believe they're going to be saving those characters and those decks for either character releases or box character tie-ins. I highly doubt you will see those decks anywhere else, but they're definitely not going to be a part of the initial run of Arc 5 World. Definitely going to see them in the latter half. With this, I'm going to predict that they are going full pendulum support on this first portion here. Zuzu Boyle, there aren't too many opportunities to give her pendulum monsters. Declan Acaba, there is, but of course they'd have to be DDD and very specific. And Sakaki Yuya, the same way. You'd have to give him Performa Pal pendulum monsters, I feel like. But other than that, we got 3 confirmed characters. We know we're going to be getting support for 3 decks that need it on release, which is good. It doesn't look like we're gonna have a throwaway character, so things are looking brighter for Arc 5 World overall. Let's just hope that these 3 characters do come with the tools to at least give these decks a sizable boost without the need of a box on release. So let me know what you guys are thinking. This is definitely a shocker, the first time we've seen Elfoman in a couple months. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm going to see you guys later in the week. Peace out.